A Philippines political feud could affect Asia? A week ago? A normal length of time from a real source? I'm interested.
This is the vice president of the Philippines.
Nagbilin na ako, ma'am. Pag namatay ako, sabi ko, huwag ka tumigil hanggang hindi mo mapatay sila.
Wait, I'm sorry. She said what? If I get killed, don't stop until you kill them? That's the vice president?
Patay ako, sabi ko, huwag ka tumigil hanggang hindi mo mapatay sila.
She's threatening to kill the president if she's killed.
Wait, how does VP and president work in the Philippines? Aren't they from the same party? Wouldn't they be close out? Wouldn't they have run together on the same ticket? JD Vance says on the is this Vance and Trump in a few years?
The Philippines is on the front line of China's territorial claims in the South China Sea.
Yeah.
And would play a major role in any U.S. effort to counter a possible Chinese invasion.
I mean, they're the #1 under pressure from the salami slicing strategy. You know, every 6 months, China moves the border out a little bit, just a little bit, and they move their boats up, and that is something they're under pressure on.
The Philippines is a key ally for the U.S.
It doesn't seem related
here
to
in
this.
Asia. It is located in a very strategic spot.
But this alliance is under pressure as Sara Duterte backs closer ties with China, and her case is being helped by aggressive U.S. tariffs.
He's probably
President Trump says the U.S. has breached that trade.
Of course, we're tariffing the Philippines. No, smart global geopolitical strategy. Let's contain China by tariffing all the people around them.
Problem is, President Marcos and Vice President Duterte were a team, but now they're at each other's throats.
Oh, no.
And have very different visions for their country's foreign policy.
You hate to see it. When
Marcos
friendship
Jr.,
goes sour.
referred to as Bong Bong, has cultivated close ties with Washington.
What?
While his political rival has followed in her father's more pro-China footsteps.
Sara Duterte is trying to take a more neutral.
We got Bong Bong in the divorce? The America-China divorce and we get Bong Bong?
Sara Duterte is trying to take a more neutral stance to it. She wants to work equally with both the U.S. and China.
Any change in the direction of the Philippines' foreign policy stance will have an impact not only here locally, not only in Asia, but the world at large.
And here's why.
Of course.
The Philippines.
Because America has not made it beneficial to work with them. They're still gonna tariff you. You know, you have to be more. You have to just stay out of it. That's the only way. You have to play both sides. If you try to closely ally, then they'll take advantage of it.
So how did things get so wild, and what can that tell us about what to
it is
expect
crazy
next?
that president and VP are openly.
Marcos Sr. led the country for 21
threatening
years,
death.
from 1965 to 1986. He and his wife are accused of stealing $10 billion from the state during his term, as well as torturing and killing thousands of political.
So his son got elected? I understand don't judge a son by the sins of his father, but in this particular case, I would be wary.
But to his supporters, Marcos Sr. was a hero who drove the Philippines' economic development. Former President Rodrigo Duterte served from 2016 to 2022.
Okay.
He pivoted the Philippines towards warmer ties with China and away from the US. Currently, he's in a prison cell in The Hague. More on that later. The alliance of these two prominent families was a sure path to power, uniting disparate factions of the country.
Okay, so I'm getting a sense here. I'm getting a larger sense here. Would it perhaps be fair to say the Philippines had a problem with poor leadership for a while? I'm getting a sense that for a while there's been a bit of a leadership problem.
So the 2022 elections is essentially a coalition of convenience between two political families, harnessing the votes from north and south of the country.
It did not take a long time before the Uni team showed problems.
That's why we need Chelsea Clinton and Barron Trump to team up. To team up for a unity party. That's what we need. This would save the country just like it's working in the Philippines. And then later they try to kill each other.
This country is going to hell because we are led by a person who doesn't know how to be a president and who is a liar.
Duterte claimed her life was
Drama.
under threat and she had a contract killer ready to assassinate the president if she was killed.
What?
And she had a contract killer ready to assassinate the president if she was killed.
Sara Duterte is known as a feisty personality here in the Philippines. She's really not afraid to speak her mind. But it was really shocking at that time when you have a president and a vice president who just a few years ago were projecting a president
doing the goofy Uniteam photo shoot, and then a year later being like, I have hired Agent 47 to kill you. That's feisty.
China and the Philippines dispute who owns the islands and reefs in the South China Sea.
Right.
China's vast claims are encompassed in what's known as the 10-dash line, which sweeps down from
It was so funny seeing the 10-dash line in Barbie of all movies. Nobody is more making sure they stick exactly to what China's territorial gains are than Hollywood. It got banned in Vietnam because they included it. This is the map of Asia, but they made sure to include the 10-dash line, bro. That's so funny. Doesn't even say China. Sorry, no, it was, I think it was the 8-dash line at the time, or the 9-dash line. It was the 9-dash line at the time. It is now the 10-dash line because China's made it bigger.
U.S. security
Right.
guarantees are the bedrock of the Philippines' maritime strategy. But Trump's presidency is casting a shadow on these ties.
Oh, shocker.
The Philippines, just like any other country basically in the world, is a target of President Donald Trump's trade anger and tariff
so
wars.
ridiculous. Dude, it's so fucking ridiculous. Like, China has like 35-40% of global manufacturing now. They make all this stuff. They're nearby regional power nearer to the Philippines. There's a natural economic gravity that will pull every country in Asia into the China sphere of influence. And the only thing that can counteract it is strong, dependable security ties and strong, dependable trade policy. And we have neither. So it's the most ass backwards foreign policy. I get so frustrated with it. It's one of the things that frustrates me so much.
Philippines exports to the
It's like,
U.S.
'cause it's
are
not
being hit.
hard. It's not. There's so many inherent incumbent advantages that accrue to the United States just because of its position post World War II. It's like trying to throw them away.
President Marcos flew to meet President Trump in July this year in the hope of getting a better deal. It didn't help. Meanwhile, the feud between Duterte and Marcos continues. Duterte has pulled off an incredible reversal of fortunes, avoided impeachment for threatening to have the president killed, and impeachment for alleged corruption.
Sheesh.
She's now, with her more China-friendly policies, the most popular candidate to be the next Philippine president.
After the arrest of her father, her popularity started to increase again, and the ratings for Marcos started to decline.
The Trump administration is exerting economic pressure on its allies in the region that could give the Philippines more reason to lean away from the U.S.
Could? It could. We don't know. It could. Brother. That shit makes me so angry, actually. Bing bong, clutch up. First time chatter, I just saw my neighbors were watching your stream on their TV across the street. Bro, somebody right now is watching this on TV. Check your window. There's somebody creeping in. Close the blinds. This guy's trying to steal my content, bro. You need to watch on a full separate account. Every one viewer, one TV is what I say. If you have 5 people on a couch, I'm only getting 1 view. Oh, dude! Wait, did you guys see that MrBeast might be opening a bank? Beast Financial? MrBeast laid the groundwork to get into financial services. He like filed trademarks for Beast Financial and for like Beast phone services or whatever. A mobile service, yeah. He's doing like a Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile, but for Beast. Beast Mobile, Beast Financial. You could live in a pure Beast economy. You could have your phone with MrBeast, your bank with MrBeast. You could eat MrBeast packaged foods. He's going to be the everything guy before X. Student loans, insurance, and credit insights. Getting insurance from MrBeast. And what's cool is if you can't afford to pay back the debts you owe, the fine print means he can use you in a video however he wants. You have to fight to death in his circle. He gets to put you in Squid Games too. Is this just fintech or actually a bank? 100% it will be fintech. It will be one of the fintechs that partners with an actual bank. 100 people in debt versus one gorilla. That's a video that would bang. We can't lie about it. It would bang. Lower interest rates for MrBeast subs.